Hello, my name is John Sermon. I'm a church leader based in Suffolk in the UK, and right now I'm recording today's video in the hope of offering some encouragement to people in difficult circumstances. This is Saturday evening, 1st of August, although by the time you get to see it, it may well be a very different time. But today was a day where, here in the UK, some intended further steps in terms of easing the level of lockdown were held back, and indeed in some parts of our country new restrictions are beginning to apply again. And so the feeling that we have been gradually moving to slightly easier ways of interacting with each other has somewhat been pulled back. And that, for some of us, will put us in a difficult position. We've been looking forward to being able to interact with each other more, to be able to go out more, to engage in activities like the bowling alley, and the intention that that would have been possible was then withdrawn. And it really does highlight a sort of ongoing, I suppose I'd say, tension between where we have to take care to be sensible and where we are hoping for new freedoms. Everyone, rightly, makes your own judgment on how cautious you need to be. Yes, we should all follow the government guidelines and the regulations, but some need to go a lot further in terms of sensible steps for your own circumstances. And weighing up what to prioritise, whether it's attending a church service, a pub, a bowling alley, going to a beauty salon, haircut, all these things that some of which we can do, we have to weigh up what's sensible for me in my circumstances. And in the same way, I believe we are right to look at the balance between what we might call our physical needs, such as food, clothing, shelter, and so on. It can extend into our wants as well as our needs, of course. And weighing against that also our spiritual needs. And the reality is that we humans are spiritual beings. We are meant to be. That's how God created us. And to balance seeking appropriate ways to meet our spiritual needs alongside our physical needs is a good thing to do. And that's one of the reasons our churches and many others are continuing to offer worship online, even when some of us have already started, and in our case soon we will be starting, to gently have low-key, socially distanced, gathered congregations again. And as we keep the two in balance, we'll be able, hopefully, to meet the needs of those who really feel it's essential to come together in the church building, and the needs of those who rightly need to stay at home and continue to engage with the church life from home and through the internet or the phone, or both. And for those who as yet have not been part of church life, particularly if the ups and downs of all we're going through is making you stop to think about this balance of physical and material needs on the one hand, spiritual needs and spiritual reality on the other. And you may be exploring the spiritual side in ways you never have before. I want to encourage you to keep doing that, because that's good for us, and it leads to spiritual growth and a widening of perspective, and actually hope in these difficult circumstances. And for particularly if, for some of us, the sorts of extra freedoms we thought were coming and then were taken away seem very disappointing. The fact that there can be hope through our spiritual relationship with God can help with that. I want to say that Tomorrow morning, in our case, we will be including communion in our online service. So if you're planning to be there, have some bread and wine or something similar ready so you can share in that. If you haven't been to online services of worship with any church at all, try to find one you can join. Ours is just one of thousands doing that. And we'll also be one of, I'm sure, thousands again who very soon will be offering introductions to Christianity, such as the Alpha course, the one we're using, which will be available online in September. Do get in touch if you want to follow up on any of this. I can be reached at my email address, which is John, Jon, at sermons, that's the plural of what we preach as well as the plural of my family name. So it's john@sermons.me.uk. And I welcome inquiries for how to join our Zoom services, how to sign up for our Alpha course and so on. Right now, I want to continue encouraging you. There is more to life than the restrictions. There is a spiritual side. There is relationship with God that we are invited into. God bless you.